cliche, it's a song, and it's also the truth. There's no place like home for the holidays.
But for those who don't have a home, the holidays are no different than any other day. So a local organization is really working to change that, putting up new permanent housing for homeless individuals who are also dealing with some mental illness. Our Local 12 Jeff Hirsch has one man's story.
I was on drugs. The drug of my choice was crack cocaine.
Orville Sanders has been clean and in recovery for 15 years and 6 months. He does not want to go back.
Nothing else existed in my life, Jeff, but dope. That was my family, that was my girlfriend, that was my friends, that was my housing.
But now Sanders, age 60, has a different kind of housing, a room in a building owned by Tender Mercies, a social service agency which provides housing for the homeless mentally ill.
So our residents come to us from shelters or places not fit for human habitation. They come to us scared, alone, frightened.
My mental illness had me at a point. It's not that I didn't or I couldn't function. It's a simple fact that I didn't know how to deal with life on life terms. I didn't know what it was like to work. I didn't know what it was like to be responsible. Today, Tender Mercies gave me that.
Tender Mercies has 6 buildings in Over-the-Rhine with a total of 150 single-room occupancy units. The buildings have community bathrooms and kitchens like a college dorm. All residents have been referred to Tender Mercies because of homelessness and mental illness. If there's one thing this summer's homeless camps downtown pointed out, it's the large number of homeless individuals coping with serious mental illness. Tender Mercies estimates about 40% of the area's 1,000 chronically homeless. But housing for more of them is on the way. Construction has begun for a Tender Mercies project called 821 Flats. 821 because that's the address on Ezra Charles Drive, and Flats because the units are apartments, 57 of them.
So there'll be a U-shaped building with a courtyard in the middle with a gate on Ezra Charles Drive. It's going to be a beautiful modern building that's going to blend in with the rest of the neighborhood.
Unlike the current units in other Tender Mercies buildings, these units will either be efficiencies with their own kitchens and bathrooms or one bedroom. Tender Mercies residents pay 30% of their income. The rest comes from various government funds. Orville Sanders has a job, a custodian at the airport. He gets counseling and other programs at Tender Mercies, plus, of course, housing. Sanders, who takes medication, suffers from depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. He has lived in shelters, but he's had a Tender Mercies apartment the last 8 years.
I have a lot of gratitude, Jeff, that I have a home today. If it wasn't for Tender Mercies, I'd be in the street.
Residents of 821 Flats will be able to say the same thing. Once this facility opens next year, it will not only provide 57 people with a clean, safe, comfortable place to live, it will also provide them with a place to live with dignity and self-respect.
So the mere act of having a key to your own place is life transformative for our residents.
Okay.
Words can't describe, Jeff, what Tender Mercies has done for me. And I truly say this, man, heartfelt. Because I know, right, where I come from, Jeff. I remember being in the gutter, Jeff. I remember not taking a bath, Jeff. And today, I got running water. I got soap. It's little things that I'm grateful for, Jeff. It's an honor, man. To live here is an honor. It's a privilege.
Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News.